What the community saw that day, quite a number of people couldn't sleep. It's beyond just allegation. This is something that the community has seen with their eyes.
Sometime in 2022, the internet was awash with the news of one Dr. Abbas Adio Adeyemi Adebowale, an alleged serial killer linked to the killing of 4 missing persons and linked with 2 dead bodies found buried in the General Hospital in Cayama, Kwara State.
The first person that probably we meet so far on Nafisa's issue is what? It's Abbas. But he maneuvered us.
Okay, Abubakar is not more. Can we see his corpse? And the doctor really knew that he kills Abubakar. Why does he ask for ransom of 1 million again? This 1 million naira, the father doesn't have the money. We also don't have the money. We went to go and borrow this money.
When Trust TV visited Cayama, not only did he allegedly kill 4 persons, his victims are still counting.
That of Nafisa, that of Ibrahim, that of another lady that is in Kwara Police. In fact, as a matter of fact, there is another one that they came to us recently to have informed us. After some time, another one came up again.
Loved and admired by the entire community, but the discovery in Cayama would later have many people suspect he was an evil doctor. The alleged doctor has ushered in a dark chapter in the history of Cayama that the people would never forget. The story of serial killers in Nigeria is gradually becoming common, with some cases fully investigated, while some you never hear anything anymore. But this is one out of too many to be ignored. Dr. Abbas Adio Adebowale, whose primary assignment is in Cayama, had traveled to Edo State for an unknown business.
I've spoken to you. Please don't humiliate him further again.
Unluckily for Emmanuel Yobo Agbovonore, a cab driver who was invited by Dr. Abbas to help him navigate the city, was allegedly injected and killed by the said doctor.
The suspect took the body, concealed it into the victim's car, and moved him towards Oluku. From there, moved to bypass when going to Ondo State and dumped the body. Immediately after dumping the body there, he took away the said car of this victim.
It is not so clear why Dr. Abbas will commit this heinous crime, but he was tracked and arrested in Oshogbo, Osun State, and recovered was the victim's car and the concussion he has allegedly used in killing the victim.
Then I now asked the policeman over there, say, where is my brother? He now told the IPO that the man died in his hand. And I now asked, okay, where is his dead body? He now directed me with the IPO here in Benin that we should go to Akure Road, that he dumped him in the bush there that Saturday night and drove away.
While under interrogation, Dr. Abbas has denied the allegation.
I cannot be defending myself in the presence of the press. The only place where I can defend myself is in the court, which I have not been granted. So please, let me put my defense together. As time goes on, I'm going to furnish you with information. Thank you so much.
The arrest of Dr. Abbas will further uncover some atrocities committed in Cayama. Until his arrest, Dr. Abbas was the chief medical director in Cayama General Hospital. Under his supervision, the community has reported the mysterious disappearance of 2 staff. The Commissioner of Police Kwara State was faced with the task of finding the suspects.
I was going through the files of unresolved cases, and I came across this particular one where it's a case of homicide, where a lady was killed and it was not resolved. So I detailed the DCCID to look into the case and bring me back. And he did. I directed that they should send some detectives to KAIAMA, where this incident occurred. On getting there, they broke into the office of the CMO, this Dr. Adio, and as they were searching the place, they noticed some hollow fillings on the floor. So they called me and told me about what they noticed, and I told them they should break the floor and find out what was in there. And when they broke the floor, behold, they saw a dead body on the floor. After that, they kept searching again, and they noticed a dustbin which was covered with cement. That was also unusual. They called me again, and I told them they should open it. On opening the dustbin, they discovered a body of a lady, a decomposing body of a lady inside the dustbin. That was how it all started.
Who were the victims buried? This question is needing answer, and Trust TV is heading to KAIAMA to find out. This is KAIAMA, a local government area in Kwara State. Whether by car or a motorbike, the major problem of this town is accessibility. The people in this community observe the situation has chased many doctors away, but Dr. Abbas was patient enough to stay, and the people were more than happy with the kind gesture. However, the arrest of Dr. Abbas in Adio State was a shocking development to the community. But they wanted to know more of what Dr. Abbas was capable of.
He's a butcher, he's a carnivore. He eats human beings.
As the chief medical director of KAIAMA General Hospital, the people had no reason to suspect him. In fact, the community, in response to his effort, offered them a plot where he was building his private hospital.
Absolutely every person, and I mean it, every person loved Dr. Abbas. And when I say love, I don't mean it in light terms. So when this news came out, it was very difficult to believe.
I'm back at Sokora, I'm back at Nama Kaza. Hundu kana ate kana ti amana Allah ya isa Allah debe mishi barika. Amen. Amen. Amen.
We are heading towards the family house of one of his alleged victims, Nafisa Khalidu, a 31-year-old nurse and a mother of one, who was killed and later found sealed in a waste bin inside the general hospital. Why the nurse was killed is still a mystery.
At a day and dated 11th November. That day was Thursday, that the message got to us Friday, the following day, in the afternoon, that Nafisa has returned from place of work, but they could not see her. So immediately, what we did is, we went to the doctor, in person, Dr. Abbas, directly by me and some of his brothers, to confirm that really Nafisa had a night Wednesday, and Thursday she was discharged towards in the evening, expected to be at home, but she's got missing. What really happened? What really transpired? The doctor just showed us a kind of amazed shock that this is so strange to him, Well, Nafisa have just left the hospital. But what really transpired, what really happened or whatever, we said we don't know. That's why we too are here.
After months of tireless search from the community and beyond, Nafisa was never found and her mobile phone was not reachable. The search, however, continued. We want to catch up with the husband of Nafisat, who was not in KAIAMA at the time his wife got missing. This was the house Nafisa was living with her husband and her son before the unfortunate incident.
The following morning, which is on 12, I saw a message on my phone that your wife Nafisat is with us. If you still value our life, it costs you sum of 30 million naira. We are Boko Haram from Niger. I called back again, the number switched off. I now call home that please, what is happening at home? They say, your wife didn't sleep at home. This and that. I say, I now call his junior brother, call Ba. Ba, what is wrong?
The perpetrators gave them the impression that Nafisa was kidnapped and a ransom of 30 million naira was needed. The money was never paid, and Nafisa was not found either. According to the residents interviewed, the alleged doctor's method of operation is to kidnap, kill and collect ransom, while the family never see the corpse, let alone get their money back. We are heading to meet another family whose son was killed through the same method of operation. The victim's name is Abubakar, a medical student who was undergoing his practical course in the hospital supervised by Dr. Abbas. The father lives in Wurumakoto, about 30 minutes away from KAIAMA.
Bayan ƙarfe 12 yayi ban gan shi ba, kan buga waya ringin bai dauka ba. Na tashi na tafi asibitin na shiga na tambaya suka ce ba su gan shi ba. Na je na samu doctor, ce shi bai da Hausa. Ya ce to ina Abubakar, ya ce shi bai sani ba. Na sake dawowa na zo wurin abokin yaron. Muka koma tun da shi yana jin turanci muka samu doctor. Ya ce lalle yaro lokacin ya dauko shi ya aiki yaro ofis din shi ya dauko mashi ki ya bude ya shiga wurin aikin tiyata. Ya ce ya kare bin shi da yaro kenan. Kaji abin da ya faru ni kuma na duba ba mu gan shi ba, na dawo gida. Na zo gida zuwa da magariba, bayan magariba an sallar isha'i wani ji waya ya dan yi ringin kadan. Na tashi na buga waya. Na je ce min salamu alaikum. Ya ce mu ne askarawa. Na san ka nemi yaron ga yanzu ba gan shi ba. Amma yaron kana a hannunmu, mu askarawa. Ni kuma ina da yaro 7, ina san daɗin yaro. In kana da kuɗi miliyan 15 ka ba mu baka yaro, in baka ba mu ba mu kashe shi, tunda mu in mun kashe shi ba hasara mu bane. Kuma na san ka kana zama nanu kana zama nuku. Yace to tunda ka san ni ka san ban da miliyan 15, amma abin da aka gare ni zan ɗauka in baka ka bani yaro. Yace to shi abin da faɗa mini kenan.
The father was able to pay 1 million naira ransom, unlike the family of Nafisa, but got nothing in exchange. Not even Abubakar's phone. Two bodies were discovered in the hospital premises, but the identity of one of the victims still remains unknown. The experience, the people say, was like a scene from a horror movie.
What the community saw that day quite a number of people couldn't sleep. The nurse that was missing for almost 9 to 10 months as at that time, her corpse was found right in the office inside a dustbin where he buried her. They went further to have said they saw a sign of a tiles being refixed. You know, ordinarily, you know, it is, we need to just say that it was God that was ready to expose the whole thing. Ties. They saw a sign that the color was looking quite different. So they were like, okay, let us even open this place. Opening that place again, they saw another corpse because there was a mattress on top of the ties. The mattress was taken away. They saw ties. These ties was looking different. They removed it and they saw another corpse buried, which up to now, the identity of the said lady is not yet identified. But I know the police is making its investigation. So that's why I said it's beyond just allegation. This is something that the community has seen with their eyes. We have seen 2 corpses in his office.
Not only bodies were discovered as evidence, some fetish materials were found indicating that the alleged doctor has connections with ritual killings, a claim that is still being investigated.
So we now move with heavy security to his new house. We break the gate. We only found 2 calabash. We now found a local made coffee. We see traces of blood with 1 tear jeans inside the coffee. He even tied a black cloth on the one that he buried inside the grave. So and he put a mattress on it, and it shows he do sleep on that mattress.
The investigation so far points only to Dr. Abbas, but the method of the alleged crime leave questions of if he was alone or they are conspirators. Are they still enemies within or they are on the run?
In fact, this very doctor, when my detectives went to Edo, the command was still processing him. I spoke with him, and he confessed to other 2 cases where he kidnapped his victims, killed them, and sold them, and sold the body to some merchants. When I asked him, how were you able to get those merchants? He told me that they used to meet in one filling station. They used to meet on the road, and that he only had their number, and that he has lost their number. I know he's in Edo now. He's feeling comfortable there, but by the time we bring him to Kwara, he will definitely talk and will be able to resolve all those missing persons.
The bodies found at the General Hospital has left the entire community traumatized. With Abubakar, among other victims, yet to be found, his Islamic school teacher was informed that Abubakar was murdered by the alleged doctor.
We are not believed that Abubakar was dead until the day the policeman called me at this Edo State that sorry for what happened. I then asked the policeman that what is happening. He said Abubakar is dead. It's not more. Doctor declared that he was the one that killed Abubakar. That the time he invited him to come, he was inside his vehicle at the hospital premises there. Then when Abubakar get inside the hospital, he gave him call, "Doctor, where are you?" He then answered that I'm inside my vehicle, come outside. Immediately Abubakar came, the doctor opened the door, Abubakar entered the vehicle. He said immediately he's entering the vehicle, he injected him there. That there are some people who asked him to produce Abubakar. He then gave them call what you asked me to do is ready. So those people, they came, they asked him how many of them, he said they were 2. They came with a Corona, this Corona, Toyota Corona, or how did they call it? When they came, they take away the corpse of Abu Bakr inside his vehicle and put it inside their own vehicle. Then who are those people? We don't know till now. Where is the corpse? They have taken it away.
The community is still in grief and cannot imagine how their most admired doctor became diabolical. The uncle of a victim suspected some body parts were found missing in Nafisa.
Me, I'm there live. When they called, people were trooping or whatever. They said that no, Nafisa dead, his body. No, I am there to identify my own daughter. And immediately, when they removed her out of this thing, even some are saying that it's not Nafisa or whatever, immediately, when I saw the structure of the face that matched together, because chemicals, the order of chemicals are coming up or whatever of the thing, I said this is Nafisat. And honestly speaking, I suspected immediately that something is missing out of Nafisat, because here, are you with me? There is a little hole there. Are you with me? Then I look at the leg side, because she was putting out the 3/4. Then with a white this thing, but already roughed and whatever, this and picket something or whatever. I look all those areas and whatever, I cannot see any hole again. But I was so able to probably go on to a private and other areas like that internally because of that cover of a cloth on her. But here, there is a hole there. There's a hole. So that tells me immediately, no, Nafisat is what? Is tempered.
I think as a doctor, he has the pedigree to preserve these organs of the body. So it's possible that he's preserving them and selling them out to either fellow doctors or to some native doctors that feel they can use these organs to make some type of juju or whatever to aid them.
The news of the recovered dead bodies left KAIAMA General Hospital deserted. All the patients ran away. It took the intervention of the emir and the subject who embarked on a sensitization program before restoring public trust. Although the trauma is still much alive, patients are gradually returning to the hospital.
For every action, there is a reaction, understand? And we're talking about life, this situation, and people are bound to react in one certain form, one certain way. It's our own job as medical personnel to understand them psychologically, medically, that this is what is really affecting them, and we try to understand with them. Yeah, if I tell you that we work more on their psychology and to make them believe more in us and have trust in us than we used to, or than the way I used to from where I come from. But I see it as a normal thing, it's normal. But with time, everything will be back to normal.
The demand from family members of the victims is very clear. They need justice.
Nyama kanta wenya gikero ni leme ezo zikekero epi meke we mwenda be akugbe ki adeguro agbe wenda adun ba grodo tekelo ifan ke we bo kai
na ce abin da nake so gwamnati ta taimaka mani a gano mani inda gawan yaro yake, tunda ya riga ya ce ya kashe yaro. Ka gano shi, abin da za a dawo da shi ne sai a dawo da shi a zo a bani yi jana'iza abina da kaina. Idan kuma inda ya gane shi din nan ba zai inda yake daukowa ba, shi dai a faɗa mani ga halin da aka sa gawan yaro in tabbatar da wannan. Na ɗaya kenan. Na biyu ya dawo min da kuɗin da na basuwa miliyan 1,400,000 na tura kuɗi inda na yi da shi kenan. Yaron kuma yana tare da waya a hannun shi, babban waya, abinda a can kenan a hannun shi. Inda nake nema gwamnati game da ɓangaren yaron kenan.
All we need justice. All we need is justice. I want justice to what? To prevail. Not because of anything. Not at the gravity of maybe hatred. Not at the gravity of maybe one thing or the other, but the gravity of what? Of all of us in Nigeria as a country. So that if justice is prevailed, a lot of corrections will be made, and such happenings will definitely, in fact, be what? Be eradicated, and everybody will know the implication of such that is happening. If probably this media could probably assist me, what I will need immediately, let the investigation continues. But what I need is they should all assist and give all effort of probably, in fact, releasing the dead body of Nafisa to me, so that I will be able to come and put her at final destination of life in Islamic order.
Efforts to apprehend the perpetrators linked to the crime in Kayama are still in progress, as at the time of this documentary, the police and the community are waiting for a court order that will release the suspect to the police command in Kwara State.
We want to get him to Kwara State because he's in Edo, he might feel more comfortable here. Since he's from Kwara State, if he's brought here, I think he will be able to open up more to us. And actually, as you said, there have been cases of some missing persons in that Kayama area. And I have a hunch that it's likely he might have a hand in some of those missing persons. That is the more reason why we want to bring him here.
Whosoever that is involved, no matter how early placed the person is, the community is ready to come up to support the police for them to get the person. No matter how early placed the person is. This issue is beyond just somebody feeling I'm so person. So the community is ever ready. Let me tell you, if the police comes up today and say they want to pick so person that we have found out that this person is the community, the youth, the community will assist the police to arrest the person. They don't even need to stress themselves. Just say that we want to get so person. This is the information we'll get. You will get the person within an hour, wherever the person goes. So the issue now is beyond. People have lost their loved ones, and somebody will be walking freely after perpetrating that evil, and the person thinks is untouchable. It's not possible.
The alleged doctor was arrested in September 2022 and detained in Edo State. Nobody at the moment can say Dr. Abbas is evil personified. The people of Kayama can do nothing but wait for the law to take its course.